Harlan Coben, good afternoon.
Hey, Ryan, it's so good to see you, man.
It's good to see you. I mean, it's because you came in going, I thought we were going to be doing a link from London to Dublin. And, well, in a way we are, but we're live.
That's right, because last time I saw you, we were both in Dublin, so it's great to see you.
And here we are in London.
Yeah, how nice.
Are you here primarily for the new book, or is it because you're hanging out with the Queen, or is it because you just love London, or what's happening?
It's all three.
It's all of the above.
But yeah, no, I'm here for the book Think Twice, and also for the Queen's Reading Room Festival, which I'm really excited about on Saturday.
So we have loads of places to go.
Yeah,
with
it's cool for an American to be going to Hampton Court Palace and being able to speak there with Ken Follett and Mick Herron and I are doing an event together there.
Great.
At the invitation of the Queen, which is, by the way, you get an invitation from the Queen.
How does that work?
Well, it says something like, the master of the house is commanded by Queen Camilla. I'm like, what, the master didn't want to have me? Queen had to actually order him to invite me? I felt a little insulted. But
I love that. You there, tell that writer to come immediately.
It was like, well, the Queen I was commanded by the Queen to invite you. If it was up to me, you wouldn't be here, Harlan. But because of the Queen, I'm here. You're here.
It's the language of the court,
I got it.
as you well know.
I'm not that American.
I know you do. But it is archaic in its way.
It's hilarious.
But in fairness to her, the Queen, she's an avid reader.
Yes.
She's a book person.
Yes.
So it's great. You were saying once upon a time, you said something brilliant about reading and readers, which was about empathy.
Yeah.
And you made the comment that if only more politicians read novels and read books, generally speaking, I think generally people reading is a good thing for people.
Yeah, speaking. Well, this is one of the things. This is one of the reasons I'm so excited about this. First, to get an invitation from Queen Camilla that she had read the books and wanted me to be here was unbelievable. But what the Queen's Reading Room is doing, which is fascinating, is they're taking that exact scientific approach to reading. Look, you and I know reading is good for us. We all know, everyone's listening knows, we should put our phones away, we should read more. But they actually now have scientific proof, which is what the Queen's Reading Room has found with real scientists and real experimentation, that reading even a novel, even 5 minutes a day, improves empathy, it reduces stress, and is good for your mental health. So the Queen's sort of goal is to make it like your 10,000 steps walking or your 5 fruits and vegetables. Let's all get reading more. And I'm all on board for that.
Yeah, I love when somebody gets in touch with us and says, I haven't read a book for ages, but I heard you talking about one with such a passion or whatever that it made me want to pick it up. And now I'm back again.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you leave the bus and you go, it's not for me. And you just need to meet the right book again.
Don't we all? I mean, we all had that. We sit there at night and we take out our stupid phones. We know it's not good for us. Even if we read a book we don't love, we know it's better for us than scrolling through that social media. Yeah. And so, hey, that's my job. I'm hoping I can make you do that.
Well, I mean, look at the statistics for you. They're just off the chart. You're talking about 80 million books plus in 43 languages and 33 novels, and here we are with Think Twice. Congratulations!
Thank you.
Another. When I was reading this, I was thinking, is a Harlan Coben book good value, or is it a rip-off? And the reason I say that is because everyone reads your books in 2 or 3 sittings. And you go, that's it.
That's it.
And you because you can't stop reading it.
Right. My job is to you go to bed tonight at 10 or 11 o'clock. You have Think Twice in your hands. You said I'm going to read for 10 minutes. And the next thing you know, it's 5 in the morning and you're cursing me, Ryan.
That's what I was saying. Okay.
Yeah, that's my job.
Well, I mean, I'm in forced position that I might get an advanced copy of your book, so I can't say, I paid good money. Oh, damn, that argument's gone. But, when you gobble up a book like that, you kind of go, I want the next one. It's quite addictive.
I'm hoping.
How do you do, what is your literary dopamine? How do you find that?
If it doesn't interest me, it's not going to interest you. But I try to write like there's a knife by my throat. If I bore you, I'm dead. Yeah. And so it's so hard with all the other things we just talked about, the internet and movies and TV. How do I compete? And so I really need to make it fast moving. And I hope with Think Twice, it's not just fast moving, but at the end that there's a little bit of a tear in your eye. I mean, if I don't stir your heart, it doesn't really work. So you have to have that full experience. And that's what I try anyway with Think Twice to do.
And I love how you project with your hero in the sense that you make him, give him aspects that you'd love to have, or things, and equally you deprive him of things you do have. I love this. Talk to us about that push-pull thing.
Yeah, well, Myron is sort of me with the lead character with wish fulfillment. I mean, we're both. He's stronger, he's faster, he's funnier. We both played basketball, but he was a lot better. I'm slightly wiser in the ways of women. That's not great shakes. It's like saying syphilis is better than gonorrhea. We're not talking two real geniuses here.
Let's get there. Let's go there. No, let's not. Keep going.
But to be serious for a moment, his dream in life is to have what I have. That is to get married and move to the American suburbs and have 2.4 kids and a garage and a house and the backyard and the barbecue and all that stuff. And so I deprive him of that. Yeah. And on the other hand, he has his parents still alive. My parents died young. Yes. And so the relationship that he enjoys with his parents as they get older are what I would imagine would be if my parents had they survived. So I'm jealous of him. And I admit I get melodramatic during those scenes between his parents and him. I get a little corny. If you don't like them, skip them. They're my therapy. But they're also some people's favorite parts of the book.
I bet.
So that tension's worked well for us.
You're not adverse to crying. You wear your emotions on your sleeve as such.
I don't think it's enough anymore. If you Think Twice to bed and you said to me, wow, it was so fast-paced, I ripped through it, that's sort of not enough for me. I need you to have really felt for Myron and Wynn and Esperanza and the rest of the people in this book. If you don't really care about them, if you're not genuinely moved in the ending and how this one particular ends, my challenge, Ryan, is that no one has guessed the ending. No one will get it. I know people pride themselves. You were out there. You will not guess the ending of Think Twice. But I also don't want it just to fool you. I want it to genuinely move you.
Yeah, and not only that, but 3 fails. Reading this and trying to guess the ending was like getting Wordle and walking away depressed. 6.
It's Wordle where you have the 4 of them, but you can't get that last letter.
That was you, and this and Think Twice.
Is it start? Is it stark? Is it starn? What that word is?
That's it.
Right, you start getting that thing going.
You talk about the end. I want to just read briefly the opening line, which is, "Here is how you destroy a life." Right. Yeah. Now, opening lines in books are so important. Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again. If you go right back to Rebecca and Du Maurier, and here's yours, destroying. Where does that come from? And I mean, is the book finished? And you go, here's the first line, or is it the first line and here comes the book?
Both.
Is it both? Is it?
I work hard in the first line. I really want to get you in the story right away. Because again, you have so many distractions. We all are reading with our phones in our hands and stuff like that. Stop it. But I really want to, and not by trickery, but I want you to be right into the story. So in this case, it goes right into the viewpoint of somebody who's a killer and how they come up with it, which is not how I normally would start. But I thought that was sort of an interesting way.
Harlan, you're a busy man and you've been traveling a lot, but you've said before about traveling that it's probably it's the curse of the job because you have to do it to get the joy.
Well, it's the Dan Fogelberg quote from Same Old Lang Syne. The audience is heavenly, but the traveling is hell.
It's not bad, but you get over it.
Look, it's not that hard. When writers complain, I'm like, it's not that hard. Tomorrow night or whatever, I'll be at St. James in Piccadilly, and people will line up to take pictures and have me sign autographs and tell me they love the book. That's not hard work. I'm sorry. It's just not.
I just remembered my old pal from Iceland, Ragnar Jonasson, got in touch to say, tell Harlan I said hi.
Oh my goodness, tell him I say hi. Yeah, he's a great writer.
We'll see you in, because I was there last November, and I'll be back again in November at the Iceland Noir Festival.
Oh, great.
I believe you're going.
Yes, I'm going this year. Taking my daughter.
That's fair, we'll have a beer.
Oh, right, in Iceland.
Well, why not?
Why not?
You mentioned your daughter. Is this the daughter who's involved with your Netflix adaptations?
No, my daughter Charlotte also has a show out right now on Prime Video that she filmed in Liverpool called Dead Hot, which is hilarious and also a thriller. So it's called Dead Hot. It's on Prime Video here in the UK. So that's Harlan Coben there. I'm plugging my daughter.
This is great.
Yeah, and she also writes for the Netflix show, but after training her so I could relax a little bit, no, she dumps me and gets her own show. So I'm still feeling she's not very grateful.
So your other daughter then is going with you to Iceland.
Yes, that's why I'm taking the other one to Iceland. Hoping to break her in so I can finally retire a little bit or ease back a little.
We were talking before you came on the last couple of days about your association with the likes of Manchester now and a lot of the great British actors and the likes of James Nesbitt, of course, just announced for the next project. You're hands-on, aren't you? I mean, you really you rewrite stuff to anglify it, if you will, and you're interested in the casting. I know you're interested in the music. I mean, this is this a fun project for you?
It's so fun.
All the Netflix stuff.
And all the Netflix the British shows, working this last time with Michelle Keegan and Joanna Lumley.
Richard Armitage.
And Richard Armitage and Adil Akhtar. That's Fool Me Once, which I know a lot of people here saw.
Sure.
And, doing The Stranger and Stay Close. And you say Jimmy Nesbitt, who's just a wonderful actor and good fun. Yeah, last time I was in London, we went out for a few drinks. Always, that's an experience we should all have to be able to do once in a while. And it's just great. And we have such fun making these shows. And the British seem to really love them, and so we're really thrilled. We're doing one right now called Missing You up there that Jimmy's just was announced as going to be part of. That'll be the next one that comes out.
And the staggering numbers of people watching your adaptations on Netflix. I mean, it's the novels and the books, the original books, obviously, and the Netflix thing as well. It's all amplifying one and the other. So, are you writing for television a lot now, or are you still writing for reading?
Well, when I write a novel, it's completely different. The worst thing a novelist can do, if any novelist is out there listening, is to write a book thinking, "Ooh, this is going to make a really good TV show." It's the death of a novel.
Why, Harlan?
It just isn't the same. One is interior, but the key for me is that I'm not slavishly devoted to this text. So I change everything, right? Like these books took place in America, now they take place in England, or I'd have some in France and Germany and in Argentina even. I'm doing one right now. So I've made a lot of change. I've changed The Stranger in the book was male. I changed it to female. Whatever works, because TV is one medium and books is another medium. The famous quote, James Cain was asked, the guy who wrote Postman Rings Twice and Double Indemnity, "Don't you hate what Hollywood has done to your books?" And he goes, "They've done nothing to my books. They're right there on the shelf." It's the same thing.
Yeah,
I mean, the books are one experience, and I hope they're different than the experience of a TV series.
Yeah, completely. Harlan, it's been great to see you, and thanks for coming in to see us.
It's great seeing you, Ryan.
Good luck with the Queen at the weekend. Your book, Think Twice. What can I say other than it's a two-sit shoot, and you will not be disappointed because you're wondering from the opening line right to the end, and as you said, people have said to you repeatedly, they just don't get it. They can't guess it. So it's the Wordle of its time.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, I wish you well.
Thanks,
see you
man.
in Reykjavik, if not before.
We'll see you soon.
Harlan Coben at the top of the tower. Always a pleasure.
Radio.